Hi there, welcome to today's video, and today I've got a question here from Wayne. Pardon the dogs barking in the background, but that's part and parcel of life living here in rural Spain. But be that as it may, I've got a question here from Wayne. Wayne's wanting to know, I've been running for a year and a half, this year I've run 13 races, which includes 2 marathons and 7 half marathons. I'm wanting to do the Salt Flats 50 miler in April. Is that enough time to build up the endurance for 50 miles? Any suggested training programs for somebody wanting to do their first 50 miler? Thanks in advance. Well, first and foremost, Wayne, what I'd say is superb kudos to you for knocking back the 2 marathons and 7 halves. I've got no idea what type of pace, what type of times you're running there, where your fitness, where your strength levels are. So the last thing I'd want to do is to push you into any specific training program that will maybe be overtaxing your body and land you up with an injury and scupper your prospect of being able to hit the right fitness, the right form come that 50 miler. But at the same time, what I'm going to be doing is use this opportunity to show you and everybody else what I refer to as the pyramid scheme of running, as far as how you progress through the running distances to be able to do so completely injury-free long term. So without further ado, let's go and have a look at how the pyramid system works, and then we'll be able to meet back up here quickly and do a quick conclusion. Okay, first things first, let's have a look at how the standard newbie athlete deals with working up through the distances when it comes to their running. Normally, you'd start off with, say for instance, your first 5k. Then on top of that, once you've achieved 5k, you feel super good about yourself and you go on and you do a 10k. And what many people do is, straight on top of a 10k, they now go and try a half marathon. And once you've tried your half marathon, you then progress on and then you do a marathon. And then if you want to push yourself even further, you do a 50 miler, and then on top of that you do a 100 miler. So what happens is you've got a progression line that looks like that. And if you have to show this to any architect, where you're telling them that your foundation is here and you're building a tower that looks like that, the architect, as soon as he sees this, is going to tell you that tower is going only one way and falling over. So the whole tower falls over, and what does that fall over mean? That falling over tower means either burnout or it means injury. There's no ways that this type of a tower formation can sustain itself. So which is why whenever I deal with newbie athletes, what I tell them is, okay, what is your goal distance? Say for instance your goal distance is to be able to run a half marathon when you're starting out. Well, before you get to run a half marathon, you need to have completed 3 10Ks. And those 3 10Ks, each one in turn needs to be supported by each 10k gets supported by 3 5ks. So in other words, 9 5ks support 3 10ks support 1 half marathon. Then if you're wanting to push yourself up to marathon level, you can then drop the 5ks out and your marathon needs to be supported by 3 3 halves, and your 3 halves in turn need to be supported by a base structure that is 9 by 10k. So 9 by 10k, 9 by 10 kilometers supports 3 by half, supports 1 by marathon. Likewise, if your goal is to be able to run a 100 miler, a 100 miler needs a support base underneath it of 3 by 50 milers. And your 3 by 50 milers need to be supported by 9 by marathon. Now obviously it's going to take you time to work up to 9 marathons and 350 milers, but all the training and everything that you're doing to be able to cope with these distances will set you up with the endurance you need to be able to cope with the top. So this is a stable structure that will enable you to be able to cope with the longer distances, and as you see, it's in a pyramid shape, which is why I call running long-term injury-free a pyramid scheme. So now that you've had a look at exactly how this pyramid system works as far as running is concerned, you'll be able to see that in order to be able to progress to new distances completely injury-free, completely pain-free, is to be able to make sure that you have enough of a base on your pyramid to be able to support the new distances that you're adding on above. So that's my take on the matter. Post any comments, questions, criticisms that you have in the space down below. Share this out amongst all your running friends, and also remember to give me the thumbs up if you like this content, thumbs down if not, that way I know what to be putting out in the future. And also very importantly, the type of notebook exercise stuff that I did for you in this video. Give me the thumbs up if you like this type of content as far as a variation just from a straight talking head to the camera. And last but by no means least, there's a big red subscribe button down below this video. Hit that subscribe button, that way you stay subscribed to my channel for all the new content that comes out on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis. Stay carved up for the win out there. I'll see you next time. Cheers.